So guys, you won't believe it, but this day has finally come. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you a fantastic selection of tuberose and oud-centered fragrances that I've been obsessed with all summer long and figure out that for some strange reason, it's not the most common notes combination. So if you want to find out about some great tuberose and oud fragrances that feature both notes and my favorite layering options with them, definitely keep on watching this video. Don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And once you're done with that, we can get started. So hello and welcome everyone to today's long-awaited video that I kept announcing because I've been obsessed with tuberose and oud perfumes all summer long, and in this video I'll be sharing with you my most favorite layering options. These fantastic fragrances are very opulent and bold. If you love tuberose and oud, then it's for you. And before we get started, I really want to let you know how tuberose and oud smell. These are very intense notes on their own, and to find a fragrance with both of them is very seldom. So first of all, tuberose is this opulent white flower. It can be a little bit harsh, definitely not beginner friendly. I have a few recommendations for those who are just starting playing with tuberose perfumes, but it can smell really carnal, truly bewitching. It's one of the most opulent floral notes out there, and it always stands out. So it's very hard to keep it quiet, and so is the oud. It is the most niche and exclusive, expensive, woody type of note in perfume that always gives fragrance this rich vibe, and I just love it very much. So I figure out that tuberose and oud would be nice together, and so I started collecting different fragrances with these notes in one perfume, which was not an easy thing to do. So let me know if you know a perfume with tuberose and oud. My favorite one would be Ultraviolet by the brand El Hermain from the Amber Oud collection. Now you guys, it's the juiciest, most beautiful fresh tuberose perfume with this amazing and really elegant oud in the background. We got amazing white flowers in here, some ginger for the freshness in the opening, and very soft oudy, sexy dry down. It's not too much for the everyday wear, it is not too aggressive for the office work environment, and at the same time it is sexy enough for a date. So if I need to recommend you just one tuberose oud perfume, that would be it. You can turn off this video now or keep on watching if you want to get more options, like the next perfume, which is the new one from the brand Orientica, that is called Rech Oud Anaqua. Now this collection is fantastic, the bottle is just stunning, and the scent is very interesting because it's not your common tuberose and oud perfume. In fact, it smells really musky and reminds me of those powder puffs. Just imagine opening the bottle and getting your nose into it. It's very linear, not a dimensional fragrance. It smells extremely powdery, slightly similar to Marfa by Mimo. It features notes of tuberose and oud, but I can't pinpoint them in here like any other, such as sandalwood, cedarwood, vanilla, and musk, which is the most outstanding to me. There is agave, which sounds really interesting. Let me know if you are familiar with its scent. There are also some citrusy and orangey notes in here, but I get a lot of powder. So it's one of the newer perfumes in my collection. I really want to let you know about it because there is tuberose and oud in the notes breakdown that are not very noticeable to me, but they might be on other people. So with that being said, now let's move on to the next fragrance that technically doesn't feature tuberose, but it has such an opulent white floral note to it that I still wanted to mention. Jasmine exclusive by Mancera, woo, that I finally got because it has been on my wishlist forever. And in my personal opinion, this might not be the best Mancera perfume, but it is definitely the most unique one from their great collection, because Mancera is one of those brands that is very friendly for those who want to experience niche perfumes but still smell really mass appealing. They have great niche fragrances that are easy to wear and enjoy, and at the same time with a great performance you'll get like the attention as niche perfume will give you. So getting back to Jasmine exclusive, as the name says, it is not about the tuberose, it is about jasmine, and they are quite different, although both white floral, powerful and intense, with very obvious differences. Now jasmine to me is definitely way more blossoming and just floral than the tuberose, and in here agarwood is just a little bit stronger than the white floral, so it is just a bit muted, quite indolic, and I still want to feature it in today's video because this oud is almost smoky, like a beautiful dark plum with lather, with patchouli, spices, and just fantastic dry down. It's great if you're going out and you're in the mood for a dirty floral scent. So that's it. I absolutely love and adore it. It's super strong and I highly recommend check it out. But in case you are into tuberose or oud perfumes, or you want to get separate tuberose perfume, separate oud one, and you're wondering which ones go together really well, now we are getting into those layering combinations that I love to wear. And one of the best tuberose perfumes that actually I started my tuberose journey with is the one by Paris Monte Carlo called Tuberose Absolute, that comes in a black bottle. Now I love that, but for this video I got Tuberose Absolute. That's like the elixir, the juice, the essence of tuberose. If you want the ultimate one, this extrait is for you. Just look at it. Doesn't it just scream tuberose? Well, if you spray it on, you'll get like the aromatic, beautiful, a little bit harsh, a little bit like green tuberose, because we got galbanum with lavender and cardamom in the opening. Then lots of floral. See, tuberose is in the heart, and it is just supported by others like gardenia and jasmine. There's also broom flower that I feel is very essential in perfumes because it's a yellow flower, and in the dry down it's a very soft but still solid white floral scent with more of woodsy and musky nuances. So if you want a beautiful and powerful tuberose perfume, still with, you know, the dimensional evolution, because we have the galbanum, the cardamom, the vetiver in there, then make sure you check it out. And I personally love to wear it in combination with one of the other perfumes, Oud Imperial. Now this stuff is super strong. If you love oud perfumes and you're looking for the warmest one, this is what I can recommend you, because it has a bit of spiciness to it, a little bit of a bitter element, kind of like you're going into the forest and you just smell the ground, the soil, the pithiness, and also like beautiful woodsy aroma in the air. So that's it. Very warm, very nighttime appropriate, and these two together are for the oud and tuberose obsessed, as well as the next combination. Well, in my opinion, this is the prettiest white floral bouquet overall, which is complemented by Maison Violet. And you guys, when I first smelled it, I just fell in love with this very joyful fragrance that gives you a euphoric and very positive vibes. In the opening, it has a very interesting eucalyptus and palmarosa violet leaf, so a little bit metallic green, very high note that quickly turns into a sultry and truly white floral bouquet, of course with tuberose in the heart, but we have different kinds of jasmine in here, elaine and powdery dry down. I guess because of the heliotrope, there is a bit of a cosmetic element. Benzoin really makes it warm and round. Oh my god, this is such a complex perfume for the white flower lovers, and I have a discount for you just in case you're wondering. You can get it from their official website and just collect compliments, because it's such a catchy fragrance with this beautiful sillage. It stays on for hours and just projects so nicely in a moderate but at the same time noticeable way. And I love to wear it with a very special oil that is by Maison Anthony Marmin, and it is called Gonju. I might mispronounce it, but in Mandarin it means princess, and it is about the lotus flower, a symbol of beauty to Chinese people. But of course we have also some sweet oud in here, and this perfume is so strong, very fresh floral but also oudy. We have some piney notes in here that I found to go really well with that eucalyptus from Compliment. So I just love to apply a little bit behind my ears, not necessarily layer them over each other, but it just gives me more strength, and also it has more of aroma to it because Compliment turns quite powdery quickly, and I love that. But if I want that extreme oudiness still, you know, around me, I would wear this oil, and it is stunning. So I highly recommend you to give this brand a try because they have fantastic oils that are very elegant and at the same time Middle Eastern. But in case you're looking for maybe work time or, you know, like formal occasion appropriate white floral fragrance with tuberose, oh my god, I find the one that men go crazy about, and it's Narcotic Venus. It has brought me so many compliments at work, you won't believe it. And this is an elegant and kind of classy white floral fragrance with tuberose, but also jasmine, lily, some spices, and very delicate muskiness. It smells truly timeless and elegant. I love the freshness of it, but if I wanted it to smell just sexier and maybe dirtier, I would wear it with the new Oud Tropical Storm by Renier. And you know that I love this brand, right? It's fantastic, and I love the original perfume. This one is even better because we have very high quality Cambodian oud that has kind of like this dirty touch to it, but also cypress with mango, so more of yeah, just juiciness and tropical vibe. So it's amazing for the humid weather, for the summertime, and it's a very bright fragrance, so it goes well with the elegance of Narcotic Venus. And if you're wondering, you can get them at Equation Natural with my discount, so it's gonna be a link down below in the description box, as well as other help information for you. But on that note, now let's move on to the most tuberose friendly option I have on today's list, which is from the Secret collection by Morasque that is called Lady Tuberose, and it was such a huge discovery for me way back in the beginning of summer. When I smelled it, I fell in love at first sniff with this creamy, fruity, a little bit gingery tuberose. We have some great notes like angelica and white lily, ylang ylang, and fruitiness with beautiful woody, a little bit ambery, and sweet, creamy vanilla dry down. This tuberose is very beginner friendly. If you don't know where to start experiencing tuberose, I would say go for this amazing Lady Tuberose, and let me know if you would be interested in Morasque fragrances breakdown, like a full collection overview. I got all the samples, and I would say this is such a luxurious brand that deserves the attention, so I would love to know if you want to get my full collection overview of their perfumes. But the one I love to layer a Lady Tuberose with is Sexy Crush by JUS. Oh my goodness, this is a truly sexy and very warm perfume that my boyfriend loves to wear, and I love to smell on him. Sometimes I wear a Lady Tuberose and he wears Sexy Crush, and we are the sexiest but also elegant couple ever. This fragrance is not necessarily just about the tuberose or oud. Well, in fact, it's not about the tuberose at all. It is a little bit about the oud, but also other great notes like patchouli and labdanum, vanilla, tonka bean. It also has musk and, you know, some amber nuances, so it goes well with the dry down of Lady Tuberose, and it is such a head turner. Oh my god, if you want that attention, if you want to smell sexy, if you're into that kind of vibe, you need Sexy Crush in your life. It's gonna be great when the weather turns a little bit colder because it's super cozy and amazing. But now for the summertime, one of the biggest discoveries for me was Oud Zanzibar from the Blend Oud brand that is all about the oud, and just like Morasque and House of Oud that all belong to the same company, the presentation, the fragrances are truly on the highest level of luxury, and this smells so expensive, like, you know, entering a very high-end boutique. There is like this whole atmosphere that screams luxury. This is how it smells. It's very summertime appropriate because it's fresh with some spritzes of citruses, just truly uplifting. Unlike many other oud perfumes that can be heavy, it has some lemon with bergamot that lift it up. Melon gives it more of a tropical summery vibe, and oud in here is mixed with some white flowers, not the tuberose but magnolia and jasmine, bit of spices, and it's quite neutral and great for, you know, very casual wear, because this fragrance just smells of wealth. And in case you want that vibe, you definitely need to check it out. But the one I love to wear it with is actually something very particular, something that I find is kind of like a hidden gem, but I really want to let you know about it because it's such a lovely fragrance by Banana Republic that is called Tuberose Overdose. Also quite fresh, so I find they go together really nicely, and it has very crisp opening because there is green apple with black currant and ginger, so it is mouth watering, a little bit sweet, turns into a big floral, not even bouquet. It smells natural, like you are experiencing the flowers growing wildly. There is tuberose with jasmine, also frangipani, so it smells sunny with cherry flower, a little bit exotic. Peony is delicate and just very romantic in here. The dry down smells truly modern, a little bit woody, a little bit musky, with a sweet background. So if you like perfumes like my way and you want something a little bit more luxurious, you can get Banana Republic's Tuberose Overdose. I believe I have a discount for you at So Avant-Garde web shop, so it's going to be a link down below as always. But on that note, I want to move on to great perfume oils by the brand Luxe Order. First of all, Tuberose Privé, which is the ultimate tuberose for the going out the season for me, and in fact it smells very fresh. Surprisingly, I love to wear it in the evening, like for the night out. I love this fresh tuberose with orange blossom, jasmine, ylang. As you can tell, those notes are often found together, but I feel like that's because they round each other, they bring so much life to one another and create more of a complex experience. And there is vanilla. Now, this vanilla is not sweet at all, but at the same time it blends all the flowers really well, like creating a very nice atmosphere. And I haven't smelled the original perfume it was inspired by, which is from the exclusive Carol Herrera collection, but I can tell you that this is such a magnetic fragrance. Like, people ask me about it and I love to wear it with another very mass appealing fragrance, Oud Bouquet, that is inspired by Lancome's fragrance, and I wear them on different hands, kind of like rolling them all over, so it depends where I stand. Some person might get more of a tuberose, another one of this Middle Eastern sweet, and this time gourmand sugary oud, because vanilla in here is big too, so these two go together really well. Sometimes I even just apply a little bit on my hands and then gently press them together like this and run them just, you know, all over me, a little bit on the hair, because this is another great trick how you will smell great all day long, and people go crazy about these two fragrances. They are bold, so I love to wear them when I'm going out and I want to smell the best. These two work together so nicely. Highly recommend you to check out some perfume oils because they are a lot of fun. But in case I am more in the relaxed mood, oh my god, there is an oud fragrance that is not aggressive, that is not right in your face as the majority of them are, which is Oud for Happiness by the Initial Perfumes, and I have a decant by Pafori. So in case you want to experience this fragrance, I highly recommend you check out their website. I have a discount for your first order of their monthly fragrance subscription, so you'll be able to discover lots of niche fragrances that you can choose from on their official website. And this is the one I recommend for those who love cozy perfumes, very enveloping fragrances, because it is also musky. It has some gentle vanilla in there that feels rather milky, then sweet, herbaceous and woody notes, bergamot and ginger that really lift it. And you know what? This oud is mixed with licorice that is, unlike in many other fragrances, not bitter, but very just, yeah, inviting. So I love this fragrance. It is relaxation in a bottle for me, and I would love to add it in full size to my collection soon. And I figure out that it goes well with this fragrance that has some natural oud in it, because the brand Strange Love New York City is all about luxury and also natural oud. They are obsessed with it, and the perfumer Lademier, he is so talented, and he created this one, Lost in Flowers. That's my favorite from the collection because it is about the oud. Yeah, there is oud in here, no tuberose, and there is champaca with jasmine, with saffron, lily of the valley, cardamom, gardenia. So I'm getting just such a luscious, such an opulent, bewitching, really attractive, and also very, very opulent scent that I would say it is something that goes well with Oud for Happiness, because it is more relaxing, right? And Lost in Flowers, like you're ready to celebrate the last day of your life and go all in. So these two are great together and on their own. just like the next fragrances, which are by Sarah Baker from her cologne collection. Flame and Fortune, created by Sarah, is such an interesting fragrance. Unlike many other tuberose perfumes, it is boozy, it is smoky, it's like white flowers on fire. Very interesting fragrance with some bitterness and powderiness coming from apricot, ginger, petitgrain, iris, complex, very interesting to wear. I find this is for those advanced tuberose lovers among you, and I like to wear it on its own or together with another fragrance from this collection called Symmetry. And oh my god, this is such a great versatile oud perfume. Some people struggle with oud fragrances. If you want to find the one you could rock just on the everyday basis and smell expensive, rich, like your perfume is the most expensive one on this planet, it was created by Chris Maurice, who is like such a genius, especially when it comes to oud perfumes. He is literally the best, and it's such a fresh, a little bit dirty, but also blossoming oud perfume. We have no tuberose in here, that's why I love to wear it with some other ones like Flame and Fortune, but we have neroli with orange blossom, and they open this composition. They dries down into the most luxurious and expensive scent ever, so I highly recommend you to give these ones a try. But in case you're looking for the tuberose that would be really powdery, that would be really elegant and at the same time not like your typical tuberose, I would recommend you this one by Mancera, another mention of this brand, but I find Wild Piton is definitely worth it to be on this list, especially when we are talking about the tuberose. This is like the #1 fragrance you need to check out because it is very powdery, very soft, and at the same time bold enough. You can make an amazing statement with it, turn it into your signature scent that people will remember you by. There are some osmanthus and musky, powdery elements, beautiful peach that is velvety, and of course the Indian tuberose that is so voluptuous, and I absolutely love it on its own or actually mixed with such, you know, like truly luxurious fragrance that Sigimondo by Quinta Canto. You guys, this is an ultimate fragrance for the oud lovers. I'm not kidding you. It's such a gorgeous perfume with a sillage for days, projection all day long, longevity out of this world, like truly luxurious fragrance. There is some rose in here, also bergamot, patchouli, a little bit of saffron and cinnamon warmth, so it's rather on the rose side, and I find it goes well with Wild Piton, although there is no rose in there, but tuberose, they don't clash together. You know, it can be quite challenging to wear tuberose and oud perfumes because both those are very noticeable and bold. Probably that's one of the reasons why we don't find them often in perfumes like oud and rose, for example. So I hope that this video is helpful for you in case you're like me and you want tuberose and oud all over you. Then you might be interested in checking out some of these fragrances like Moonbloom by Hiram Green that I've been dreaming about for a long time, and this year I can actually tell you that I'm proud of myself getting a lot of perfumes from my wish list, like this almost vintagey and quite harsh tuberose. It smells natural because it's a completely natural perfume, and there is this harshness, there is a little bit of a plasticky, very sharp, like cutting green edge. The spiciness is cream because of the coconut. There is also a little bit of a resinous feeling that gives me more of like, not old-fashioned, but vintage energy for sure. It's a strong perfume, it projects well, not the most long-lasting because it's natural, and I love to wear it with one of the most unique ouds, and now listen carefully. It's by Matt Malik, and it's captivating and rich oud perfume, very interesting, very natural smelling. It's comforting yet intriguing, and there is such an interesting twist of blue cheese. You know, it has a very distinct aroma, and in this fragrance it's a little bit smoky. It smells very natural and not weird like you might thought, because you don't want to smell cheesy, but it's twisted and so interesting. So these two are extremely amazing, and you can get Moonbloom at Equation Natural and Matt Malik's fragrance from his official website, where you can check out Slava Ukraine, that was designed and inspired by Ukrainians, and he will donate part of the sales from it. So I recommend you these two fragrances for those people who are experienced with niche and indie perfumery and want something with this wow effect. But I want to end this video on something a little bit more accessible that you can find in the shop, because I find tuberose and oud is such a unique combination that everyone should try it out. And I can tell you that Zara has a fantastic oud collection that I have a full review on, so I highly recommend you check it out. Just try one of those fragrances and find the one that you like best. I would say Endless Oud is amazing for layering because it is quite neutral, in fact. A little bit woody, a little bit ambery. It smells expensive for sure and has this neutral, just like woody aroma, although there are also some flowers and spices in there. But L'Interdit's 2022 EDT version from Givenchy is the most blossoming fragrance, of course, with the tuberose. So these two, they go together so well because one is truly floral and another one is very woody. So they are great together. You can find them in the shop or just go through the L'Interdit collection. It's the best one you can find on the designer market. Zara oud perfumes are inexpensive, and any of these together, they will be so good. Like, they project well and they are very like high-end, although they are not the most pricey ones in this world. So you can definitely find an option for yourself. I shared with you some discounts, so I hope you found this video helpful. And of course, I want to know if you have a favorite tuberose and oud fragrance, so let me know more about it. And also, if you have any questions left, I'm here to answer them. If this video was interesting and helpful for you, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, because I want more people to find out about this amazing kind of like hidden combination of tuberose and oud. And of course, feel free to subscribe to my channel if you're here for the first time. Thank you so much for watching this longer video, but I've shared with you, I guess, more than 20 fragrances, so hopefully you enjoyed it with a snack. And definitely don't forget to check out the description box down below. You'll find all the health information, also links to my social media, so make sure to follow me there to stay in touch. And if you appreciate my content and efforts, you can actually support my channel on Buy Me Coffee website with your donation, and that would be such a great help for me. And if you are interested in specific content and you have some video ideas on your mind, then don't hesitate and drop your thoughts down below in the commentary section. I'm always excited to hear from you. And on that note, that was all from me today. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me till the end, and we'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.